Hello, everyone, here playing Farming Simulator 22, and welcome back to the 36X Spring Creek map. Since last episode, we finished up the corn harvest and that didn't take a whole lot longer there. I got all the equipment brought back here. So, everyone, that leaves, you folks can probably guess it, just one field left to harvest, everyone. And that is, we keep calling this field the section here. And by the section, everyone, we mean a field that is 1 square mile. So again, 1 mile by 1 mile. We got 1 mile long rows, and it is 1 mile wide, right, everyone? So this will be our biggest harvest yet on the map here. Again, we had field 383, everyone. That was the biggest field we had before. As a reminder, that took a good, was it 22 hours or something like that, I think, to harvest that field, everyone. This field is even bigger, and a reminder too, like 383 has all like these holes and stuff in the field. You can see them on the map there. There's no holes in this field. I'm on 289, 290, 291 here. Again, we took the time to remove all the holes, trees, took care of all the gaps, tried to smooth out all the edges as much as possible. So yeah, we're looking at a solid field, like I said, 1 mile long. Everyone, yeah, who's ready to harvest this? I mean, again, took what did I say, 22 hours to harvest this field, Evan? So for actually, you know what? First things first, Evan. How long do you folks think it's going to take to harvest this field? I want to hear some guesses here, Evan. How long do you folks think it's going to take to harvest this field? Now, I will caveat that by saying that we got a little surprise, and actually, you folks probably will be able to figure it out here. You know, look at the title and stuff like that. But we got a little surprise here for this harvest that is hopefully going to make it maybe a little bit faster. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see once. Not sure on that. Looks like we're looking pretty good on the field, though. Here, pH values perfect, nitrogen perfect, expected yield 88 out of 89. So, yeah, we're looking pretty good on this field here, Evan. Anyway, for the surprise, you've probably kind of seen it already a little bit, Evan. We had to call in some backup here because I don't know if the old yellow combines will be able to handle this field, Evan. Again, 22 hours to harvest the last field. So, we got a custom harvesting crew in to come in and help us here. We called in one of the... called in a little favor here from Mason's Farms. He had his combines delivered over here to help us here with this operation. Of course, we're flying the RDAllen flag on the back here. I will say I do like the American flags he has up on the hopper here as well. Yep, definitely approve of that. Some nice big mean tracks on here. And we are running... Okay, I forget if this is the 50-foot head. Does it say somewhere? It probably does. Ah, there we go. Yep, we're running the HD 50F head here. Probably should actually, you know, like put the actual flex head on here. It'd be cool. I don't think this actually is the flex head. I don't think this is just the normal in-game head here, if I remember correctly. But 50-foot wide. Hopefully that will not interfere with the pipe and course play, because again, obviously we'll be setting this up with course play. In fact, you can see I've already got course play set up here. Actually, you know what, I do need to finish the setup on that combine here. Actually, let's do that right now. There we go. Okay, I think that's the last thing I literally had to change. Yeah, you're left, you're right. Perfect. Got the course copied over already, Evan. We're doing 2 headlands with 2 tools, so multiple tools too. Got my offset set to a -2 here for the outside boundary, and then we have island bypass turned off. Although for this field, Evan, that really shouldn't matter because there's no islands on this field. At least there shouldn't be anyway. Again, with the fields on this map, Evan, a lot of times you have to turn that off, and or you're going to have to wait a really long time for course play to either A, generate the course and actually work, or more than likely probably fail to generate the course, and it's going to take like 10-15 minutes for that to happen, and it's finally going to tell you like, nah, can't generate that, at least on my computer anyway. But I don't know, maybe you folks' computers might differ a little bit. I'm not sure if that's like a set time thing or set processing amount. I don't know how courseplay does that, so you know, if you got a little bit slower computer, maybe you got to wait a half hour. I have no idea. Hopefully they got that set to like just a hard time. Like after 10 minutes, it's like, nope. I'm like I said, don't know how that works, that one. Anyway, without further ado, I think we're ready to get started harvesting, gentlemen. One thing I will mention here as well. Planning on probably using AutoDrive for this. At least I thought that was the plan of one. I'm still debating on that one a little bit, to be honest. Like, should I use course play or should I use AutoDrive? But I'm thinking we're going to start with AutoDrive, everyone. We'll see once how that goes here. So yeah, first waypoint. Oh yeah, start the engine. Fine. Really? Just switching waypoints? I got to start the engine? Okay, fine. Yeah, we gotta run the combine a little bit ourselves here, right, everyone? I'll just set you to nearest waypoint. Oh, you know what? I should probably check our settings here for courseplay too, because I think this is a per courseplay setting for our convoy distance. Yeah, we're gonna crank that up here. 400, I think it says, is the max. So we're just put that right to the max if I could. Any other settings we want to change? Actually, you know what? There probably are. Fuel save, yeah. Only turn on field. Avoid driving, yeah, we'll deactivate that. Allow reverse path finding, yeah, that should be fine. Return to start point, that'd be preferable. Raise tools late, lower tools early. Be nice if some of these were like global settings on them, so you don't have to sit here changing them on every single piece of equipment. But alas, it doesn't quite work that way. And before I forget, let's change this one as well. Get into our courseplay settings here. So avoid driving on fruit. We're going to turn that off. Theory being, hopefully that'll just speed up harvest a little bit. We're going to essentially turn off some of the little bit of realism maybe there. From what I've seen, courseplay does still seem to like avoid driving on the fruit, even if you do turn this off. It'll be a little bit quicker to drive on the crops if it has to. Then of course late and early we'll change those, and then I want to bump this up here. It's too bad we can't actually change that higher. I know in previous versions of the game, everyone, you could actually turn that number up quite a bit higher, and at least my preference in the past, I always like really would crank that number, everyone. I know some folks in the comments like, well, we prefer to keep it close together. That way your grain carts a little bit more prompted unloading. I get that argument, everyone, but at the same time, my preference has always been keep them far apart. That way, when courseplay is unloading with the grain carts, hopefully it's not interfering with the other combine, right? It's kind of always been my experience with that mess. Well, I'll have to figure out how we're going to set up an AutoDrive route here for this field. I'm thinking probably right along this side of the field here. We'll set up our trucks. Could maybe break out the mother bin here as well, and that might not be a bad idea either. Might just do that here. The only, I don't know if you want to call it a problem, but maybe the one issue with the mother bin is the game, even though you use manual ignition, Evan, so you change the manual setting there for engine start, the game will still shut the engine off on you. And obviously with the mother bin, Evan, that's a bad thing, right? Like, I need the tractor that's on the mother bin to stay running. And again, unfortunately, Evan, the game does not seem to believe in that. And even though I leave it running with the manual ignition setting turned on, the game still shuts it off. Now, in case you folks can't tell, I'm a little bit disgusted by that, because, like, I don't know about you folks, like, the game developers gave us an option for, like, manually turning the engine on and off, right? So if I use that setting, I should be able to, like, manually turn my engines on and off, right? And you can to some extent. Like, if you use the automatic setting, like, as soon as you get into a piece of equipment, it'll turn on. As soon as you get out, it'll shut off, right? If you're using the manual one, if you get into a piece of equipment, you will have to manually turn it on. If you get out, it will stay running, maybe. Like, if you stay right by it, well, actually, no, I don't think even if you stay right by it, it'll stay running sometimes. I don't know. That's like, if you get a certain distance away, if it's a certain time, I'm not sure how the game developers came up with it, everyone. But regardless, it'll shut off at some point. So that was the problem I had last time. Again, was at last harvest. When we used the mother bin, worked really well in some regards, but the other problem, like I said, everyone, was, now I got the tractor that's on the mother bin. That tractor just shuts off randomly. Mother bin fills up, brings the entire operation to a halt because the tractor on the mother bin shut off. And then, when the mother bin shuts off, then it can't unload into the trucks there. It's just, it's a mess. But I don't know. This might be a good field to test this out on, Evan. Worst case, we experience more issues with the engine shutting off. We'll just X that out of the course maybe and go back to grain carts and trucks. Okay, well anyway, Evan, as much as I enjoy driving combine here, we should probably put this on course play here at this point. So that way we can go get the rest of the equipment rolling here a minute. Speaking of the rest of the equipment, you can start at the first waypoint. You're to the right. Really? He's going to fold up here. I guess he thinks he's not close enough. And then let's go round up a tractor here. And a mother bin. Might have to do some tractor switching here. We'll see once here. I need a tractor on... Ooh, you know what? We will not be needing this tractor on the planter for a while. And the reason I want this, or I want a narrower tractor on the mother bin, Evan. I don't want the tractor on the mother bin to be any wider than the mother bin itself. So, speaking of mother bin, where did I hide said mother bin? This is a fabulous question. Actually, you know what? There might be a tractor on the mother bin already. That's fine. Hey, there we go. That's where I put it. Also, I just realized, sorry about that one. We'll turn the sound of this tractor down a little bit. If I get really bored one of these days, maybe I should see if I can like turn the sound on this tractor down, so it's just not so loud. Okay, mother bin has been retrieved from the shed. And I know we explained this before, but for those who may be not familiar with how a mother bin works here, a mother bin is not a grain cart or chaser bin, as some people would call it here. A mother bin, everyone, is designed to sit along the edge of a field, and it is simply, think of it like a buffer tank between the grain carts and the trucks. It's just extra storage. So, in theory, I would hopefully you can get away with fewer trucks, possibly maybe even fewer grain carts too, because you're not waiting for like the grain carts stuck because there's no trucks to unload into, or you're busy switching trucks or whatever it might be. I see that. Yeah, that should be a pretty good spot, I think. And we'll just leave that tractor running here for the moment. Okay, we should be able to just start off with some AutoDrive routes here then. First things first. Probably should get out a little quicker. Yeah, we're already 70% full on that combine already, so let's hurry up and get this course recorded here. And again, we're going to be using AutoDrive here for this. Oh, what do we want to call this? Field 2... Probably just call it like Field 290. I think that's what I'll call this field, that one. Now, for those of you who've never recorded an AutoDrive route like this before, one fairly simple if you ask me. Now, courseplay, I would say, is much, much easier to use for this. One click, make sure you have your field selected, and you're off to the races with courseplay. With AutoDrive, though, you're going to have to record some routes, set up some waypoints. Again, in my opinion, not difficult, but it does take a little bit more time. So, first things first, we need to record a route here. And make a nice loop here. Try to make it so the loop comes in nice and straight. And then you always want kind of your waypoint to be like a little bit further. Yeah, like that one's perfect, that one. And then AutoDrive will start searching. I think there's like a certain distance before it starts searching. So AutoDrive could potentially still like unload back there, because again, AutoDrive will start searching once it gets close to the waypoint. Speaking of waypoint, what do I call that? I call that unload. Okay, so this will be field 290. Field 290 unload. Finish going around here. Combine's at 88%. Gotta hurry up. Okay, stop recording. Doesn't really matter which one we make this waypoint, but field 290, tractor, wait. Okay, so, you know what? Right mode would help. There we go. So tractor weight would be field 290. Unload would be field 290. Unload. Should be good to go. No. And yes, we need to set our combines here a minute. That needs to be set as the same as the weight point. Oh, combine's full. Didn't make it in time. So close. Yeah, not really, I suppose. There we go. Oh, grain cart is on the move already. I repeat, grain cart is on the move. Being a grain cart on the move, let's see if we get the other one here. Nice thing is once you got the course recorded, Evan, it's pretty much always there. So go to the next grain cart here, just have the right mode selected. We need 290 tractor weight and then 290 unload. Turn you on. Yeah, I'm not sure where he's going, but whatever. And then, of course, Evan, we got one more very important thing left to do here yet. Yes, we need to make sure that mother bin gets unloaded. Not going to do any good if we just fill that mother bin up and that mother bin just doesn't have anywhere to unload into, right? So we need to set an AutoDrive route up for this. I think we'll just kind of peel off this route here. So start recording. Yeah, that should work. Of course, you can adjust those waypoints if needed, but like I said, I think that waypoint will work quite nicely. As a reminder, again, same story with this, Evan. Better to have the waypoint beyond where we need to pick up at. If you have it before, everyone, like, AutoDrive will stop at the waypoint. Like, so again, you need to have the waypoint beyond it, so when AutoDrive does stop, you know, it is hopefully either under the pipe or hopefully at that point it's already unloaded, right? So there we go. I will take that waypoint. So field 290 truck weight. Or just call it truck, I think, right? Double check here. I think that's what I call it. Oh, I do actually put weight in the name, don't I? Okay. Also, apparently didn't spell it right, did I? Truck. Weight. Okay. Still recording yet? Yes, we should be. Make a nice loop around here. Yeah, we're probably going to drive in the other field a little bit. You know, on most normal size maps, I probably would take the time to like drive all the way down to the other end of this road, make some nice connecting routes, and like have a full proper AutoDrive route on the map, right? But this one, Evan, yeah, I'm not taking the time to do that, Evan. The chance of us ever like needing any of the other routes probably not very good here on this map. So. Okay, there we go. One more waypoint. I like that. Stop recording. Then we'll connect this one too. Oh, I don't know if that one looks pretty good. Okay, and then we're just going to set you on the mode here. Yeah, I guess that's the mode I want, isn't it? Location, field 290, truck weight, sell point. Perfect. That's all the exact settings we want. There we go. Yeah, you can just wait at the 290 truck weight there, bud. And to be honest, I'm with a mother bin there. I wonder if one truck might be enough to keep up with us. That one. I might, you know what? We'll just we'll maybe put one truck on. We'll just see how it goes. You have one? Oh, looks like this combine finally got unloaded here. And the other combine, actually, yeah, it looks like this combine is full as well, 95%. So he's probably stopped and is waiting to be unloaded here. Speaking of being unloaded, Evan, I'm very curious to see if we end up with any unloading on the go here from AutoDrive. Would be kind of nice to see that. As I've continued to mention, Evan, up until this point, I really have not seen AutoDrive unload on the go. So if we can actually get that to happen, that seems like it'd be a good thing if you ask me. Was it under here? Yeah, there we go. Active unloading. So yeah, before anyone suggests and says like, check your active unloading, it is on, everyone. And it's on, or at least I'm assuming it's on both of them. I didn't turn it off. Yeah, active unloading is on. A couple other things I was suggested to change too is I can turn down the pre-call level down to like 50% and call a second unloader. Oh, we can turn that back on. I guess why not? I think these are per combine settings too, so we need to go to this one and change the same thing, just like course play. Kind of annoying there. It'd be nice if some of these were, again, global. I guess you could set as default. I don't know if that would change the other one or not. I mean, I don't know. Well, I mean, harvest is up and running here. Oh, speaking of up and running, how long is it going to take to harvest here? We are, oh, okay, 8 hours and 53 minutes here, according to course. Wow, that is actually, that's about the same time as Field 383, isn't it? I think that's about the same time, to be honest. I don't think it's actually much longer. Huh. Yeah, helps when you're running John Deere's, right, everyone? That's obviously the solution to the problem here. Should have bought John Deere's a long time ago. Instead, we get these, Evan. Yep. Had to have a custom crew come in to harvest this. See if they get the job done a little quicker than I can. Now, it'll definitely be interesting to see. I'm going to, again, we're looking at 9 hours here, according to Courseplay, to harvest this field. So, Courseplay, again, 9 hours. That is presuming the combine keeps continuously moving, which you folks just seen, like, it's probably not going to happen. Turning the combine sound up here, by the way. There we go. Just realized I never turned it back up after the tractor incident there. But yeah, going back to the estimate there, everyone, we're probably, I mean, I always say double, everyone, but that obviously wasn't quite right for Field 383. Probably going to depend on how derpy our hired workers are. If our hired workers can be a little less derpy, everyone, my double estimate probably is fairly close. But yeah, unfortunately, if we end up with a lot of derp on this field, which I don't know, maybe we will, maybe we won't. That would be nice if we won't, but alas, we're not that lucky there on Field 383, so could be looking at 18 hours to harvest that one, or maybe, again, as I mentioned, this is a bigger field, that one. Now, we are running a bigger combine, but it's still a bigger field. Maybe 24 hours? I don't know. We'll find out, right? We'll find out. Anyway, let's head over to the comment section here a moment and see what you folks had to say here for last episode. A reminder, too, by the way, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And, of course, once you are subscribed, Evan, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't already turned on your notifications, don't forget to do that as well. Click that little bell. That way you get notified of the next latest, greatest harvest going on here on our new section on the 36X Spring Creek map. Just another reminder here, too, by the way, if you'd like to check this map out, download link is down below in the description here of this video for this map. As a reminder, it is PC only for the map here, so it's a PC only map. Anyway, with that all being said, let's head over to the comment section in a moment, see what you folks had to say. As a reminder, too, enjoy reading all you folks' comments. So let's see if that, oh, okay, there, yep, there's the first comment. Farmer Johnson was saying, great video. I've enjoyed your video since Farming Simulator 15 on the Oklahoma series. Still my favorite map. Hey, well, glad you like that. That's still, a lot of people say that is their favorite series there on the Oklahoma map on Farming Simulator 15. That was a good map, Evan. That was a good map. Reminds me a little bit of what we're doing here on this map, Evan. Just obviously a little bit larger scale, right? The Oklahoma map, I believe that was a 4x map, if I recall correctly, so 4 times bigger. Puny compared to this map, right, everyone? But yeah, we were running lots of multiples of equipment over there as well on Farming Simulator 15. Now, back in Farming Simulator 15, it was a lot harder to do what we were doing here as far as running multiple pieces of equipment. Often there was a lot of math involved, like you had to take the time to figure out the combined width of both your pieces of equipment, then figure out your offsets, and like, oh my goodness, Evan. Now you just one to the left, one to the right, or however many you end up having, right? And then Courseplay does like all the math for you. So if you just generate the course in one combine, tell it how many tools, and yeah, all the stuff you had to do kind of a little bit more manually back in the day. We are at, oh, 50%. Okay. Oh, I see. So at 50%, once we hit, it's not that AutoDrive is necessarily calling the grain cart. What AutoDrive is doing is at 50%, it puts the pipe out, and putting the pipe out does call the grain cart. So interesting. So we're just going to drive around with our pipe out. Hatcher was saying, caution, student driver. Yeah, look out. Don't know how to drive. Hatcher was saying, good video. You should try looking under the map. There might be something there. I don't remember seeing anything under there. I have looked, by the way. You can only look so far, though, too. The draw distances and what, you know. That does remind me, though, of it. And I don't think I've seen it here in Farming Simulator 22. I don't know, maybe you folks have, but I don't think I've seen it in 22 here yet. Map authors used to like to hide stuff under the map all the time. Truly a terrible and horrible practice, in my opinion, because usually it caused a lot of problems with hired workers and stuff. And not to mention, you could have some pretty severe performance hits from that as well. You can't figure out why your frame rate's so low, and then you go look under the map, and there's some, like, massive facility, highly detailed, you know, mumbo-jumbo pile of something down below the map. And it's like, oh, get rid of that, and your FPS is like, well, thank you. That was that problem. Tim was saying, a good video for AutoDrive. Check your setting for avoid fruit. If it is set to yes, your unloader will only unload when it is not going to run over crops. I think I thought we changed this. Actually, you know what? No, this is probably avoid fruits. No. We had it changed in the other combines, Emma, but I don't think I changed it in the new ones here yet. Avoid fruit, yes, I thought I had that one set. Let's check this one here as well. Yep. And check the combine here. Avoid fruit, yes, there we go. Okay. Oh, do we need, is this grain cart full already? No, he's not even close to being full. What is he doing? He's going to run into that grain cart. We're going to be derpy here. Wow. You folks seen it here. Like, we caught it right on camera. I don't know what the AutoDrive is actually trying to... Oh, boy, that's... Yeah, I was afraid that was going to happen. That just a little bit there. I'm not going to touch it yet. I want to... We'll see once here. AutoDrive might be able to sort that out. Maybe. It's not looking real promising, is it? We'll see what happens. Mason Farms is saying course play being typical course play. I think we can say the same thing about AutoDrive. AutoDrive being typical AutoDrive too, right? Neuber. Sorry, probably did not pronounce your name correctly. Was saying great video. Hey, thank you very much for that. Christopher also said the same thing. Good video. Keep it up. Thank you very much for that as well. And on that note, everyone, I think for that, it's time to wrap it up here for tonight's video. So you folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Don't forget, too, to put your best guess as to how long you think it's going to take to harvest this field, everyone. Are we looking at another 22 hours? Or maybe I'll be right, 18 hours? Maybe course play will be right in 9 hours? Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's a pretty safe bet there. That's not going to happen. Are we looking at 30 hours? I don't know. Throw it down in the comments, Evan. Let me know. Love to see you folks' guesses. So with that, thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time.